afternoon, happy day 35. The rain has come, so the mat is inside today. So we're going to do some putting. So two things today in this video is I'm going to get you to heighten your awareness through having no shoes and socks and also closing your eyes. I was actually inspired by seeing a picture on social media of Nick Faldo. I think it was in 1992 at the Johnny Walker, who was practicing on the range with his caddy with no shoes and socks on. It reminded me of an exercise we actually got at the academy around hitting balls like this. Shoes, the soles of shoes, really dampen our awareness and sense of how our feet work against the ground. So by removing them, our senses are massively heightened. So the purpose of this exercise, what I'm asking you to do is hit about half a dozen putts to nowhere. So you're no hole, no target, maybe about a 10 to 15 foot putt. But you're just putting to nowhere. With your eyes closed and no socks on, okay, against the ground, just be curious to what you notice. Just make some putts and just be curious to what you notice with your eyes closed. For example, do you feel comfortable? Do you not feel comfortable? Do you feel tension? Do you feel tension in any part of the stroke? What do you notice in terms of how your body's moving? Do you have any dominant movement that's going on? What do you feel in the putter? What do you feel in the strike? Just be curious to these questions. Just be aware of what's going on. Just hit putts to nowhere and just be aware of what's going on. After a series of putts, then maybe ask the question, what is going on? And then you could maybe make some alterations around that. So to give you some feedback, what I noticed in myself, the first thing I noticed, actually I wasn't as balanced as I thought I maybe was. So my strategy then is I just widened my feet a little bit. I think that's really going to help me going forward. So I wouldn't have noticed that if I didn't have shoes and socks on. The next thing I noticed, my eyes shut, is I felt quite a lot of tension down my left side. I wasn't too happy with my left grip. And actually, I do take the putter back a little bit shut and a little bit on the outside. So I just made a subtle alteration to that left grip and it really freed me up. I felt a lot more in coordination with my putter. And again, I don't think I would have noticed that if my eyes weren't shut. So I think this is a really powerful exercise. So I thought it was worth sharing. So just to remind you, half a dozen putts, putt to nowhere, and be curious to the experience you're having. What do you notice? What comes out? Don't try and do anything. Don't force anything. Don't not try and do anything. Just make some putts and be curious to what you notice. After about half a dozen putts, maybe make some alterations around what you felt. Could you be looser? Could you be tighter even? Just be curious. Maybe let me know what you sense after those 6 putts and I can help you with a little bit of strategy going forward. Hope that makes sense, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.